Chiefs kicker Harrison Butker might be the most hated man and one of the most controversial people in the NFL right now, after saying some very controversial things at a commencement speech at a college graduation. Harrison Butker was giving a speech at Benedictine College, which is a Catholic liberal arts school. Whenever a school asks someone to speak at their graduation, their events, their school pep rallies, whatever it may be, chances are that that school and whoever is speaking are gonna have the same values, thoughts, opinions. Harrison Butker's speech is 20 minutes in total, and I would recommend for those of you to watch that 20-minute video if you're into debating what we're going to be talking about today. But in this video, we're not going to be showing the whole 20-minute thing. We're going to be going over like a 2-minute little snippet that was cut out and posted all over social media and has blown up and has made Butker one of the most controversial people in the entire NFL, maybe even the world. There's people who absolutely hate him, despise him, disagree with everything he said, and want him kicked out of the NFL. And meanwhile, there's the other side of the spectrum, and people are buying his jersey, a kicker's jersey. That's crazy. You have people who are selling out his jersey sales as like one of the most popular jerseys sold right now. You have people backing him up, celebrities on his side. So there's two very different sides in opinions when it comes to what Harrison Butker said, and we're going to be kind of going over what he said that was so controversial. I'm not going to say too much more about the whole situation. I don't want to get political or anything like that. I'm just going to let the clip play, and then we'll kind of go over what's been going on with Butker in this whole situation over the last, week or so.
For the ladies present today, congratulations on an amazing accomplishment. You should be proud of all that you have achieved to this point in your young lives. I want to speak directly to you briefly because I think it is you, the women, who have had the most diabolical lies told to you. How many of you are sitting here now, about to cross this stage, and are thinking about all the promotions and titles you are going to get in your career? Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world. I can tell you that my beautiful wife, Isabel, would be the first to say that her life truly started when she began living her vocation as a wife and as a mother. I'm on this stage today and able to be the man I am because I have a wife who leans into her vocation. I'm beyond blessed with the many talents God has given me, but it cannot be overstated that all of my success is made possible because a girl I met in band class back in middle school would convert to the faith, become my wife, and embrace one of the most important titles of all, homemaker.
Okay, so after this clip out of his 20-minute speech went viral on social media, accounts, fan pages, fans, personal accounts started going crazy, calling Harrison Butker homophobic, misogynistic, and transphobic. This belief led to thousands of people calling Harrison Butker to be kicked out of the NFL, saying he should be banned from the league, he shouldn't be allowed back in, the Chiefs should release him, he should not have a job in the NFL. The same way Colin Kaepernick, quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, was kicked out and banned when he voiced his opinion about the American flag by taking a knee during the national anthem, which led to more players around the league taking a knee during the national anthem. It became a whole thing. When it comes to the speech itself, it could be taken two very different ways. It could be taken as Butker trying to tell women to get into the kitchen, be a homemaker, be a mom, that's their job, and that the degrees and the hard work that they just put towards to get to this graduation and to this point in their life and to celebrate is worth nothing because their point in life is to be a homemaker and to be in the kitchen. That's one way it could be taken as, and that's why he's so hated, controversial. That's why there's so many different opinions about what he said. The other way this speech could be taken is him showing appreciation for his wife taking care of their family and their home while he's out playing football, which takes up a lot of time and is very time consuming, and that he couldn't do what he's doing in the NFL without her. He got emotional during the end of that clip out speech when he started crying, tearing up, talking about his wife, showcasing his gratitude for her and what she does for him. Whether or not you agree or disagree with what Butker said, it's important to know the context behind the speech. Hence, if you really want to get into it, go watch that 20-minute version. I'll put a link to it in the description. Context also. He's a Catholic giving a speech at a Catholic liberal liberal arts school. Both sides displayed their opinions of Harrison Butker on social media. For those who disagreed with what Butker said, there's a petition on change.org with over 100,000 people who signed it trying to get Harrison Butker kicked out and banned from the NFL, and for the Chiefs to release him so he doesn't have a job. Then you also have this, which is so way out of line. You have the Kansas City official Twitter account tweeting out the city in which Harrison Butker lives in and his family, and then they said it was an error and then it got deleted. It was a whole thing, but they for sure were trying to dox Harrison Butker. And that tweet that was now deleted that said where Harrison Butker lives led to the Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey saying he will be taking action against the Kansas City social media Twitter account for doxing Chiefs kicker Harrison Butker in that tweet. So now there's legal stuff taking place because someone disagreed with what Butker's opinion was. You also have wives of players and former NFL players speaking out against Harrison Butker on the situation, like Matthew Stafford's wife. She said it's a woman's choice whether or not she wants to be a mom or just a mom. It is a woman's choice whether she decides to be a career woman. It's a woman's choice. Wow, this world is really fucked. And then on top of that, you have former Chiefs offensive lineman Mitchell Schwartz, who actually played with Harrison Butker for a few seasons. His wife spoke out against Harrison Butker in the whole situation and what he had said at that graduation commencement speech. There is really a lot to go over here. I'm not going to read all of it. I'm just going to look at the stuff on the story. The rest of you, if you want to read the rest of it, take a screenshot, pause it, whatever you want to do. But on her story she put, I'm going to sound controversial since Mitch was teammates with him for many years. I've stayed quiet about a lot of things, but this is absolutely so gross and backwards to me. Then she quotes what Harrison Butker had said. This is what we're telling young women graduating college, that the most important thing that they can become is a homemaker. What in the Handmaid's Tale is this crap? And telling young women on their college graduation day after years of hard work that the thing they probably most look forward to in life is becoming someone's wife. I beg your pardon. I value the respect whatever a woman chooses for her life, but it is never a man's place to tell a woman what their roles in life are. I'm sad for his daughter. Last thought on this, I find it odd that he quoted Taylor Swift in his propaganda piece. Is he unaware of her very public views? And then the other stuff looks like screenshots from articles that was posted as well. Now flipping things over to the other side for people who agree with what Harrison Butker had to say in his speech. His jersey sales are among the highest in the NFL right now, which shows that he has support on his side and that there's people agreeing with what he said. His teammate Chris Jones, one of the best defensive players in the league, showed multiple times on social media that he supports Harrison Butker. He quote tweeted one of the tweets calling out Harrison Butker, said that he loves Butker to death, that he loves him, that he's his brother, and then he also liked a bunch of tweets that were in support of Harrison Butker. The attorney who's filing that lawsuit against the Kansas City official Twitter account for trying to dox Harrison Butker is on the side of agreeing with him because they feel that he has the right to voice his opinion about religious views, which he does. He does have the right to voice his opinion about his religious beliefs and all that, especially at a Catholic school, and he's Catholic. This is where stuff just starts to get tricky. Famous celebrity Whoopi Goldberg said that Harrison Butker has every right to speak as he wishes, comparing him to Colin Kaepernick. Here's the quote and then I'll play the clip. I like when people say what they need to say. He's at a Catholic college. He's a Catholic. These are his beliefs and he's welcome to them. I don't have to accept them. In the same way we want respect when Colin Kaepernick takes a knee, we want to give him respect to people whose ideas are different from ours. I'm okay with him saying whatever he said.
So the NFL released a statement that he gave this speech in his personal capacity, and the NFL does not share his views. So, listen, I like when people say what they need to say. He's at a Catholic college. Yeah. He's a staunch Catholic. These are his beliefs, and he's welcome to them. I don't have to believe him. Right. I don't have to accept them. The ladies that were sitting in that audience do not have to accept them. The same way we want respect when Colin Kaepernick takes a knee. Right. We want to give respect to people whose ideas are different from ours, because the man who says he wants to be president, you know who? Yeah. He says the way to act is to take away people's right to say how they feel. We don't want to be that. us. We don't want to be those people. So I'm okay with him saying whatever he says, and the women who are sitting there, if they take his advice, good for them, they'll be happy. If they don't, good for them, they'll be happy a different way. That's my app.
To me, at the end of the day, as long as him and his wife are both happy, it's a completely different story if his wife came out and said that's not the truth, I don't feel that way, I want to be working in business. But if they both feel happy with the situation and the lifestyle they're doing, where Harrison Butker is making money and then she's at home taking care of the house and the kids, if that works for them, then great. Sometimes that doesn't work for everyone. If other people want to do a different lifestyle, then that's great for them. Everyone has different ways of how they're going to approach things. There isn't a right way to do a lifestyle or to live. Everyone needs to do what's best for them. And as for the NFL, they put out a thing saying that they're going to distance themselves from the situation, and that seems like they're going to stay that way. I don't see really any scenario where Harrison Butker gets kicked out of the NFL or banned for what he said. The only way that would probably happen is if some like legal stuff came out, like he was, I don't even want to get into those situations, but I'm 99.999% sure Harrison Butker is not going to be kicked out of the NFL, banned, cut, released, traded. Hopefully there isn't too many issues in the comments going over what's going on with the whole situation when it comes to these subjects. If you have an opinion, respectfully put it in the comments. No need to be aggressive towards others. Until then, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more NFL content. Have a good one. Peace.